So do you want to create a block like this that has so many options in it? Stay tuned. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been a while, life has been busy, but I'm back. So right now I'm going to start with a dynamic block series. And dynamic blocks are awesome because you can do so much with it. So without further ado, let's just start with visibility. So right now, as you can see, I have 4 different bed sizes. I have the single, the full, the queen, and the king. And so I don't want to just have individual blocks, right? I want to create all this into a single block so that all I'll have to do is just have a drop down and it would work. So the first thing that I would like to do is create all this as a single block. So what I'll do, I'll highlight all of it, type in block, and I'll see what kind of block I want to name it. So I'll call it bed sizes just for this. And then I'll just click on OK. And there we go. It's been created as a block. But as you can see, there are still 4 blocks. But what I want to do is I want to create a single block out of it. So what I'll do is I'll just type B-edit. And that is block edit. So block edit is editing a block. As you can see, I have different ones. So I select the bed sizes one and I click on OK. And right now I'm in the block editor. And so in now creating a dynamic block, what I want to do is turn all these 4 into a single one. And the first thing I would do is create a visibility parameter from the block palette. So I would select it and I would put it somewhere. I typically would put it in the center or somewhere where it would be easy. For this one, I would just put one right here. So once I've done that, that is where my drop down is going to come from, and that says visibility. And if you noticed, this previously was off, but now that I put it in, it is there. So let's just go over the visibility states. So this is visibility. This is visibility state. So if I click on there, it shows which parameters would come back, but we'll come back to that later. Then this is visibility mode. That is if you want it to be on or off. You'll see that eventually. This is make visible and this is make invisible, and that is to have both. So right now I want to have 4 different drop downs: the king, the queen, the full, the single. So what I would do is I would first of all create 4 visibility states. So this one is default, it starts as 1. So what I would do is I would rename this as king. So this is the one I would want to have as my king frame. So I'd have king, enter, and that is new. I want to create another one. So this one would be queen, and this would be related to the queen size. So I'll have another one. I'll create a full and enter that one, and I'll have my last one, which is single. I'll have it right there. Type in single. So right now I have my 4. You can make whichever one you want at the top as a default. So if you want your single to be at the top, you'll be at the top, but otherwise right now we want our king to be at default, the one at the top, then the queen, then the full, then the single. So once I've done all those, I just press my OK. And right now if you see this drop down list, you have king, queen, full, single, king, queen, full, single. So if we just quickly close our block editor and we save bed sizes, you will see right now it's there, but it's king, queen, full, single, but we haven't attributed them yet. So they still don't show anything. So let's go back into the block editor. Bed sizes. So back to this. So right now we have our 4 parameters. So right now we want to make sure that when we select king, only the king would show, and that when we select queen, only the queen would show. That when we select full, only the full will show, and that when we select single, only the single would show. So in doing that, we'll go first to the king and we'll select the king. So right now, this, we've highlighted the king. And so we've highlighted the king. So once we've done this, we want to say that when this is highlighted, we want this to be visible. So this will be visible when the king is there. So while this king is parameter, we want to have all this to be invisible. So right now you can see it's a different shade, and that is just because we've toggled the visibility mode. So that's what the visibility mode is for. So now that we've shown that king is going to be available, we now go to queen, and then we highlight the queen, and we say when the queen tab is down, we only want this to be visible, so we'll make it visible. And we want to say everything else when queen comes is invisible. Invisible. So right now, king is visible on king, queen is visible on queen. So we're doing the same for full. So when highlighted on full, I say I want this to be visible when I select that, and I want the others to be invisible. And then I'm going to go to my last one, which is a single. So in single, I say when it's on single, I want this to be visible, and I want everything else to be invisible. And so let's see what that looks like right now when we save it. We close the editor and we save it. So you see right now it's like that. When it's on king, it's visible. When it's queen, only queen is visible. When it's full, only full is visible. When it's single, only single is visible. So yes, you've practically done, but it doesn't look nice, right? Like as you can see, when it's on king, it's there. When it's queen, it's down here. When it's full, it's down there. But I want everything to be in the same spot. So how do I do that? I go back to block edit, and I go back to bed sizes. So right now, what I want to do is put all of them together. So the good thing is the king is highlighted. So I will move everything else to the center. I'm sorry, let me put on my midpoint. So when I put this, I want to put all of them to be in the same spot. So I'm going to highlight this and move it from the center right there to the center right there. I want to do the same for all of them. Move them to the center, and same for all of them. Move it to the center. Right now it looks ugly, but if you want to toggle, you can toggle it off and on. So king would be right there, queen, full, single. So when we close that, let's see what it looks like. So right now we have it. We want to go queen, it's right there. We want to go full, it's right there. We want to go single, it's right there. So this is how we create visibility block where you can put all the blocks together. It's a pretty nifty trick, and I actually like it. I use it a lot, especially when you want to have one single block that can do so many things. So thank you once again for following me. Please subscribe to this channel if you want to know everything about AutoCAD, because I'll be making a big library about this. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.